campaign. The first time we brought it up with John Zogby might have been, let's see here. I don't know. I think we started talking about this, John, 10 years ago. It feels that way, doesn't it?
It only feels that way, yeah.
It only feels that way. First of all, before we get into politics, you had a great event at the Radisson talking about demographics and talking about what's next. It was a great event, and a lot of people took a lot of good things away from that.
Yeah, it was a great event. We had a great turnout, a lot of interest. I think we engaged the people, the agencies, the small businesses that were there, and all left the room thinking about the future and what our role could be, in terms of starting businesses, making our lives and our agencies more efficient. How do we deal with new problems but new opportunities that may arise? We're going to sit down and try to plan another one in the near future.
What do you? Let's go to politics. Here we go. I mean, I understand there's the electoral college and all of that, and that really changes stuff when we look at these polls. But at the end of the day, the polling in terms of the masses in the United States, it's pretty much a dead heat right now.
It is. Yep. In fact, the Real Clear Politics average is within tenths of a percent. You have both candidates polling at around 40 or 41 in the four-way race. And that actually is a good barometric reading because the same sort of trend is taking place in the battleground states. And right now, Ohio, Florida, Iowa, Nevada, New Hampshire, which had been either slightly or actually comfortably into the Clinton column, now are actually all of those states are in the Trump column. And so, frankly, this election should not even be close for a variety of reasons, but today it is very, very close, and it has to be very troubling for the Dems.
Somebody asked me to ask you if Hillary would be the nominee. They're obviously cracking a bit of a joke because you were the first to say a year ago that Hillary would not be the nominee. But I think what has happened here is it has allowed everybody to say, well, John was probably right. While she is the nominee, I'm not sure she should have been because, as you said, she, for all of the variety of reasons that are out there, she should be kicking some tail right now.
She should, and essentially the question was always, is she the best nominee?
Right.
A Democrat goes in with huge advantages. Let me quickly tick them off. The unemployment rate is half of what it was 8 years ago. Real wages are up and starting to move up dramatically. The president is at 52, in some polls 53% approval. The record is such that it's a good record to run on, and yet, in addition to that, look at the Electoral College and the demographics of the country, and those just spell clear advantages for whoever the Democratic nominee may be, except that Hillary Clinton does bring in some heavy baggage into this campaign, and that's why you're seeing what you're seeing.
The birther thing, which is back up, was the president born in the United States, is a very good distraction, and that's what really Trump has called it, is a distraction for Hillary Clinton, because I don't think, and I'd like your opinion on this, I don't think the Republicans want to talk about Obama right now for the reasons you just talked about. And by the way, his poll numbers are back up at the highest level, probably close to the highest level it's been in a long time. They don't want to go after him, hammering Hillary, hammering her on honesty, and hammering her on the emails, all that stuff. That seems to be a path to victory. You agree with that?
I do, and whether or not this is a distraction or reality, whatever it is, it hurts Donald Trump. It's a reminder that he's the one who launched that whole thing. Remember, the president is a whole lot more popular than Donald Trump is with the American people. But secondly, it reminds voters of a Donald Trump that undecided voters don't really need to be reminded of. Mean-spirited, conspiracy theories, that sort of thing. It's not a winning argument for Donald Trump.
Yet
in fact, it isolates him.
The campaign comes out and they say, listen, he believes he was born in Hawaii, that he was born in the United States, but Trump won't say it. I guess it keeps the argument going, and I don't think that's what the campaign wants.
He's like the Fonz. You remember the Fonz could not say I'm sorry?
That's exactly right, yeah. I do remember that. And finally, I'd like you to take us just a little quick walk through history. Show me a time when we had a presidential candidate on either party line that had such a high number of rank and file members of his, or well, in history, in his party, that could not endorse him, did not want to be associated with him, and really just sent the message they weren't going to vote for him. Have we ever seen a time like this?
Well, yeah, Barry Goldwater in '64, and then George McGovern in 1972, and they went down to record defeats in both instances.
Interesting. In both cases, record defeats. All right, John, it's been a crazy campaign, and I can only imagine it will even get a little crazier before we're said and done. So,
all right. Thanks, Bill. Good to talk to you.